Imagine the world of royalty, where traditions reign, elegance is expected, and royal guest lists are usually a formality. Now imagine that expectation shattering. Not just nobles. Not just dukes and duchesses. Presidents, kings, queens, and leaders from across the globe. Leonor's wedding is not just another royal event, it is shaping into a gathering that the world has never witnessed before. And here's the twist: this isn't just about who's coming, it's about what their presence means. Power, politics, family ties, and hidden rivalries, all converging on one day that will define the future of Europe's young royals. From the very start, the anticipation around Princess Leonor's wedding has been unlike anything Spain has seen in generations. The heir to the Spanish throne, stepping into her destiny not just as a royal figure, but as the future queen, is about to unite her personal love story with international diplomacy. And the guest list, now officially revealed, is proof that this celebration will be far more than a wedding. It will be a summit of power wrapped in the veil of romance. Front and center, as expected, are the royal families of Europe. The Danish royals, bound by Leonor's own love story with Prince Christian, will arrive not only as family but as central figures in the narrative of two thrones entwining. From the United Kingdom, senior royals have confirmed their attendance, despite the shadow of ongoing tensions within their own house. Their presence signals both respect and recognition of Spain's next queen. From the Scandinavian monarchies, Sweden, Norway, and Denmark, their kings and queens will join, weaving centuries of intertwined lineage into this single event. But the surprises lie beyond royalty. Presidents of global powers have been invited and confirmed. From the United States, the sitting president is expected to attend, marking a historic gesture of alliance. Leaders from Latin America, nations with deep cultural and linguistic ties to Spain, will also be there, solidifying Spain's continued influence across continents. The French president, the German chancellor, and even high-ranking officials from the European Union have all confirmed their presence, underscoring the political weight of this union. And yet, beneath the pomp and grandeur, there's something more delicate at play. This is not merely about who attends, it's about who sits where, who greets whom, and which smiles are genuine and which are veiled in diplomacy. Every detail of this guest list tells a story. Why did Spain extend invitations to former monarchs long exiled from the spotlight? Why did certain political leaders decline, citing scheduling conflicts that feel more like political statements? The answers to these questions add layers of intrigue to a day that many thought would be only about love. Think of the immense security preparations required. When you bring together kings, queens, presidents, and heads of state under one roof, the logistics become staggering. Spain has already confirmed that this wedding will see one of the largest security operations in its modern history, rivaling even international summits. Fighter jets on standby, Secret Service operatives in plain clothes, motorcades weaving through Madrid's historic streets, it is a spectacle as much as it is a safeguard. And what about the guests who matter most to Leonor personally? Her classmates from the UWC Atlantic College in Wales, friends who have known her not as a princess but as a young woman finding her voice, will be present. These are the people who remind her of normalcy in a life defined by duty. Their presence underscores that Leonor, while a princess, is also a young bride who treasures friendship and loyalty. As we walk through this guest list, every name unlocks a chain of curiosity. What does it mean that the King of Morocco is confirmed to attend? Could this signal a softening of historical tensions between the two nations? Why did the Vatican send a high-ranking cardinal rather than the Pope himself? Was it scheduling, or a quiet acknowledgement of Spain's evolving role in Europe's Catholic heritage? And perhaps the most pressing curiosity of all, how will the Spanish people themselves view this unprecedented gathering? For some, it will be a moment of pride, Spain at the center of global attention. For others, it may feel extravagant, a lavish display in a time of economic uncertainty. The clash of opinions only deepens the fascination with this moment. But make no mistake, Leonor's wedding guest list is not just a formality. It is a carefully curated reflection of her future reign. Every handshake on that day will echo into her time as queen. Every smile exchanged, every dignitary seated, will signal alliances and rivalries that could shape the future of Europe and beyond. So as the world waits, one truth becomes clear. This wedding is not just about a princess and her prince. It is about the world they will inherit, the nations that will stand beside them, and the legacy they will begin to write on that very day. Leonor's guest list is more than names on paper, it is a map of power, love, and destiny, converging on a single aisle where the future Queen of Spain will take her vows. And as the bells of Madrid prepare to ring, the question is no longer who will attend, but what the presence of such power under one roof will mean for the years to come. Because on that day, history will not just be witnessed, it will be written.